got involved with Melbourne Main Street probably 5-6 years ago. First started on the promotions committee. Angelo Presti was president at the time, and I had just bought my office in downtown Melbourne, so I kind of wanted to see what Melbourne Main Street was all about. And I'll be honest, the first year, I really didn't know what was going on. It was very, a lot of stuff was going on with the design committee at that time. They were doing the improvements on the archway, and Melbourne itself was growing like leaps and bounds, so they were, had a lot of input. So it took a little while just to kind of figure out, what Melbourne Main Street was all about. So like me, like a lot of other board members, we kind of just looked at each other, not knowing for a little while. But we all had a vested interest in downtown, me being here and with all the growth that was going on. So It was fun to be a part of, for sure. I don't know how long I've been on. I was first in the promotions committee, then I was asked to come on as a board member 6 months in, I guess, after I was on the promotions, just going to promotions meetings. So then I started sitting on the board. I was new. Matt from Matt Caswell, he was there shortly after I was, so that had to be at least 5 years ago. I came on and started really getting involved when they started doing the events downtown. Okay. Like I did all the because that was my, I knew how to do the marketing and advertising for, the events that we started doing with the Fall Festival, with, the concert series, so to speak. Doing what I knew to do, help market downtown and to other areas to come to downtown, because that was our goal, to try to get people to come experience the downtown. It's probably 2 or 3 years, and then funny story, I told Peter Floats that if I was able to pick the next act for our next Melbourne Main Street concert series, that I would become president. So Monday morning he was at my office at 8 o'clock taking me to coffee and said, all right dude, you're president. So I was president for about a year, in a very trying time for Melbourne Main Street. We had to do a lot of work, and that's when we hired Casey as our new director, and a lot of new board members came on board, and then I was able to pass off my presidency to Steve, and he was gracious enough to accept. So because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it's volunteer-based, so a lot of people don't understand that. Yeah, I like to think so. I mean, we with my background in advertising and we spent a lot of money with media companies, with the TV and radio companies. One of the first things we were able to do with Melbourne Main Street being a nonprofit is I went to all the companies that we spent money with and said, hey, you guys want to be in downtown? We're doing this big events and all this stuff. And so we got them to give us a media match. So if we spent $1, we got $1, basically. Because you got to let people know. I mean, you can do all the print advertising and all the stuff you want, but you got to be out there banging the drum. And I know that from when I'm in. So we went to Space and Treasure Coast Radio and Vero. We went to Cumulus Broadcasting here and also Bright House. And we did a bunch of different stuff with them. We produced TV ads and radio ads, and then we got some partners to help pay. But meanwhile, we're talking about Melbourne Main Street and the event. Come see this act so-and-so coming to play on Saturday night, and see so-and-so on Friday night. And don't forget, there's a big art show going on. So that worked out great. And with everything going on downtown, a lot of people also want to get involved as well. So we actually had Cumulus Broadcasting at the end give us a bunch of advertising. So it was great. So we were able to really promote downtown. So sometimes the merchants, that are some of the smaller merchants, that don't understand what we're trying to do, but visibility is where it's at. So we can bring people in front of their business, then all of a sudden you have 5,000 people or 10,000 people come down for the weekend and see, hey, I didn't know that place was there. Oh, I didn't know that place was there. It's a win-win. The facade grant program that the City of Melbourne has is just unbelievable. I mean, I just put a new $30,000 improvement on the front of my building. Would I have done that without help? Probably not. I mean, I just don't have that kind of deep pocket. So, they picked up half the cost. So it's a no-brainer for me to go ahead, and that's a full write-off. As a business owner, you can write that off and then have help by the city, and the city gets the benefit of you improving your place. I mean, my building was built in the late 40s and then was added on in 2002. But the exterior, I mean, I still had old windows that had, weights in them, and that they weren't very energy efficient, and there was, I started getting some rotten wood and stuff. So I talked to a friend of mine who was a builder, and he goes, oh, absolutely. So I knew about the facade grant from Melbourne Main Street. I have a brand new look now in my building. It came out great, and that's help from the City of Melbourne and Melbourne Main Street. And I own the property, so it's a wise investment, obviously. And there's a lot of people in downtown who have taken advantage of it. And the city has this money. Why not influence, the landowners and the property owners to help increase the value and increase the look for downtown? It's a win-win. In the next 5 years, I mean, I was here for the big growth of downtown, and then it's kind of been, you know, that was maybe 2006, 2007, I forget how many years it's been now, but then we had the downtime with the economy, so things kind of slowed down. Now it seems poised that it's going to take off again. There's some big rumors floating around, I can't really say, but you know, there's some big things going to be happening here in the next 5 years. You're going to see more people living downtown, you're going to see more businesses coming in downtown. Probably some bigger corporate folks coming in downtown. Some people are on the fence about that, whether they want, you know, the corporate guys downtown or the, you know, keep it still mom and pop. But, you know, growth is going to be, it's going to happen. I mean, the property values are going up downtown. Seems like a lot of people want to be here. So 5 years from now, I mean, that's why I bought my place down here. This is, you know, my little office that I own is also partially part of my retirement. So as I get older, this place is going to go in value. I mean, I know that. So it's a win-win, and you know, people are jumping in now because they see it coming up. And the city's been, you know, they're hiring the right people too. I mean, the new folks. There's a mixture, new and old. I mean, some folks have been at, you know, Kathy Meehan's great. She's been here forever. She knows, and then she's got great new people like Mike McNeese, our city manager. You know, he's got a great vision of where this place needs to go. And hearing him speak, and he knows that for people to come downtown, you need nice restaurants, you need nice shops, you need nice lighting, you need to make sure people feel safe when they come downtown. So he knows that. He's been from another market that have already gone through this process that we're getting ready to go through and are going through. So it's going to be positive for sure.